I realize that questions are very special. We also ask questions because learning things allows us to explore what we like and to show off what we know about it, to show who we are. But we also ask questions because we can. Because perhaps uniquely here on earth, we know that other people can help. And that's a great reason to ask more and more questions, to celebrate more and more whys.
As an auditory learner, to sit in front of a textbook feels like I'm being put in a straitjacket. My knowledge is being confined to that textbook. To be able to ask questions and engage in dialogue is how I thrive in a learning environment. A good question often leads to new collaboration, and a great question is often the predecessor to a brilliant idea.
Is that at the heart of every social group is a certain conversation. In a school, that conversation is teaching and learning. See, the power of a simple, grounded question to open up the space in which stories can be told, where we will find the insights to bring about change naturally.
After graduating high school, I decided to take a gap year. I was unsure of if I wanted to go to school and what value I would receive from it. What would happen if I didn't go to college, and what would people think? Coming back to the States, I continued having these conversations with friends and family members. They encouraged me to think about it. They saw great value in it. It was a means to an end, and it was a vehicle. Over this last year, I've been able to work in Chicago with artists and makers, to live in LA and work with advertisers and salesmen, and now in Seattle with inventors and architects. This year has allowed me to learn in a way that I thrive. I'm not sitting behind a desk in a straitjacket. I'm in the field, learning from experts and using my hands. I've made lifelong friends. I've worked with people I never could have imagined working with. And I've worked in organizations that most people would say you need a college degree to work there. Ask questions of yourself. Why are you doing things? And why do I think this way? Ask questions of the people around you. What are you trying to achieve? What are we achieving together? Ask questions of the places you go and the things that you see. Why do they do it that way? Why don't they do it this way? What would happen if I took a different route?
And to see the expression on someone's face when they suddenly understand and are fascinated by something in the same way that you are is a phenomenal feeling. And I've learned two things from this. First of all, people love a good explanation. I mean, they hunt them down. Even people who say they hate learning and that they hate books and all that stuff, they love explanations. Second of all, if you look closely enough and you take the time, anything can be interesting to anyone because everything is related in some way to something they care about.